What is up, guys? Jack here, back with another Black Ops 2 commentary. And again, we have a competitive gameplay, except this time we are on the map Express. And I'm not a big fan of Express, honestly. I don't know why, but it just doesn't fit how I like to play. And this guy rushes our spawn, and I think I get him here. Yeah, I do. And in this game, I cut it a little short, and I actually didn't get the kill well. But I cut it a little short because I wanted to cut out the boring rounds and stuff, and I didn't want you guys to see, like, the final kill cam. Just because you already saw the kill, and I just think it's a waste of time, and I didn't want to make a 12-minute commentary because you may or may not know, but that is kind of difficult when you are an inexperienced commentator. But anyway, today I wanted to talk about liars and cheaters. And one of the big reasons I wanted to talk about it today was because in this game we are playing players that are, I believe, in the thousands, like like actual 1,000s and stuff like that. And they actually lied about this game, but since I was recording, we got the win, thank God, because normally we lose those. And I just think that's dumb, like how you can lie about something. And another reason, the main reason I wanted to make this, is because many of you may or may not know that Lance Armstrong was caught with, or he announced that he was caught doping, and what doping is he was on steroids or performance-enhancing drugs, however you call it. And this is a sick little jump spot that I saw in a competitive game, and you can actually jump over the edge, and it really helps because then you're not trapped by the train or anything, you just hop over. But anyway, he admitted to it, but the thing that pisses me off is he lied for a numerous amount of years, saying that he didn't do it. He lied in court. He did all this stuff, lying about it. Got people to say that it wasn't true, when this whole time it was true. And he built his legacy off of fighting cancer and winning bike races. Like, coming back from cancer, because not a lot of people can do that. Not a lot of people can fight cancer other than win one of the hardest bike races in the world. And I mean, that's impressive. But he built Live Strong, which is a company against fighting cancer, I believe, and just it also campaigns for, like, fitness and stuff like that to prevent cancer. And I just think it is absolutely disgusting how you can build your entire reputation off of lying and cheating. And there's probably going to be no repercussions for this just because that's how the world works, unfortunately. And he probably won't get in that big of a trouble because he's Lance Armstrong. And I hope he does. All his trophies, I heard, are being revoked. I hope he gets some financial deficit from this, because he won money and he lied in court, which is illegal, and I don't see why he should be punished like everyone else. And I really hope he is. This was just announced. I think actually Oprah is posting the interview on Friday or Thursday. They were both announced on the radio. But I cannot believe, how do you live with yourself knowing that you're a liar and a cheater? And I don't get how you can build an entire reputation motivating people. Oh, work out. Oh, you can do all this, which you can if you put your mind to it. Other than you lie and you cheat and you just totally go against everything you live for, supposedly, which obviously he didn't. And how do you live with yourself? I mean, we have people in states like in Sandy Hook, I believe that's what it's called. These teachers were the first ones to die. You want to know why? Because they threw their bodies in front of the children so they would not get hurt. And unfortunately, they still did. But also in Chicago, there was a shooting where I believe a teacher talked the man out of shooting at a school. Teachers who make barely any money by today's standards, and they are risking their lives to save children. And you have pigs like Lance Armstrong cheating, using drugs, and winning a bike race for substantial amounts of money. And he also had contracts with certain companies, and he was making a lot of money, all on a lie. And I don't get how these weren't tested, or they were tested in 2005 and also in 99, but they didn't test for drugs in 99. But how do you get away with this? In 2005, you should have announced it, but apparently this is all allegedly, by the way, I thought I might state, because I don't know any of this for certain, but I'm pretty sure about it. But how do you not come out with this in 2005? Now, apparently, he supposedly told he was making threats, or he wasn't, but people he was affiliated with were making threats. And now he's coming out with all this. He's crying about it, acting like, oh, he's so hurt about it. But apparently, this was part of a big scheme to win a bunch of Tour de France's, because apparently the whole American team was on drugs too. And what I don't get is, how was this not found out earlier in 2005, which I might remind you was over 5 years ago. 8 years ago, in fact. Sorry, I couldn't do that math, so I had to buy myself some time. But 8 years ago, almost 10 years ago, how you didn't test for that. And I don't get how people can get away with stuff like this. Like, we're finding out more and more about people using drugs, and how do you not find this out? Like, things soon, pretty soon, everyone's going to be using a drug, and there's going to be no repercussion for it, and we're just going to have steroid battles instead of football games or baseball games or soccer games. And that is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know how people can live with themselves knowing that they're cheating and lying, and especially someone who built their whole premise off of working hard, never giving up hope, and always staying strong. Live strong, which is what his whole motto is. And now we find out he's cheating. I don't know how you can live with yourself, or how you can look in the mirror knowing that you lied and that you falsely motivated people on a lie that you brought on yourself. Like, this wasn't like I accidentally did steroids, or I accidentally did performance-enhancing drugs. He knew what he was doing, and he still did it. He still won 7, 9 races, 5 races, however many races he did. The most almost ever, I think. And he did it all from cheating. Honestly, people like that are the worst. Liars are the worst, and so are cheaters, because they have no repercussion. They don't care. All they want is gain for themselves, and it's disgusting. Unfortunately, people are ending up more like that now, and that is not how it should be. And hopefully no one else ends up like that, and no one lives on a lie for so long, because I honestly can never do that. I cannot lie to everyone in the world about something like that. And honestly, I hope he gets what he deserves. I hope he gets the right time, or the right deficit, or the right anything, just because he's a liar and he deserves it. And liars are the worst kind of people. Liars and thieves and cheaters are the worst kind of people. And right here, I realized we almost lost that round, but it didn't matter.